Alright, hi everyone, I'm Jade Bolden and today I have a special guest. This is Sarah Burton and she's a good friend of mine. She is also an esthetician, right?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me today.
So Sarah, she's got a lot of skills and knowledge about healthcare, but she's very passionate also about skincare. So that's why she's here with us today, and we're going to talk about all the skincare information from doTERRA. All right, so Sarah, let's get started. So this is one of the classes that we teach people because it's important to have education, right? So with our class, we have a handout. And it's only that's not 2 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 page handout, and you can print that off at jadebolden.com/skincare. So Sarah, we did this class once, right? What did you think?
I think it went well. We covered a lot.
Yeah, so I think it covers the basics of what people need to understand about skincare. Alrighty. So first of all, what do we want to teach people about skincare?
Well, most people don't understand that your skin is your largest organ. So anything that you put on your skin then is going into your bloodstream. So it's ultimately going to affect your health in the long run. Mm-hmm. But everybody wants to stay beautiful. Mm-hmm. So this skincare line is amazing. Mm-hmm. It serves both purposes.
That's right. So we're not putting toxins into our body or onto our body at all. And we're also helping our health. Okay, so what we want to address first of all is that your body needs to be fed from the inside, and beauty comes from the inside, and it shows on the outside. It's not just skin deep. So just want to put a plug in for our Lifelong Vitality Pack. If you can keep your body nourished and hydrated, okay, then you'll be able to have a better chance of having healthy, pretty skin for longer. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So the next thing we want to talk about is all of the toxins. Sarah, what do you think?
There's a lot of them out there, and unfortunately sometimes they rename them, so you have to kind of keep up a little bit on what's going on. But definitely anytime you pick up a product, look at the back, look at the labels and see what's in there, or better yet, just buy from doTERRA, a company that you trust, that you know is not going to put bad things in there. Because some of these, if you look there, there's parabens, which are endocrine disruptors. It's going to mess with your hormone balance. Hormone plays into your health. It plays into how your skin looks anyways. There's propylene glycol, mineral oil. Mineral oil is actually a derivative of gasoline. Mm-hmm. So, but it's cheap. It's cheap for the companies to put in. So they use it as fillers. But you're not doing your skin any favor, or your body.
No, and in the long run, we pay for it because we get sick in one way, shape, or form. So it's not good for us. I try to teach my kids to read the back, but there's so many things that we don't understand. So we try to look up some of the chemicals and see what it really does, and it's an eye opener, really. Mm-hmm. So with doTERRA, like she said, we trust them, and they've done their research, and they've got scientists that know what products are bad for us, and also it's our health is the most important thing for them. So they're not going to put something in that it's going to be harmful for us. So I love that about them. Like Sarah said, they're endocrine disruptors and they're neurotoxins. So they damage the brains, they damage our nervous system too. So sometimes when people get sick, they don't know why, but it's an accumulation of toxins. So we don't want that, okay? So on our website, the jadebolden.com/skincare, you can find 2 handouts of toxins in your home. You can have an app, and there's plenty of apps out there that tell you about toxic products that you can scan. doTERRA tries to produce as many toxic-free products as possible, but there's still stuff out there that we use daily, and it's good to just get an overview, a little bit of an education, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that Sarah and I have put those 2 together, so just download them, have a read, and once you get that foundation, it's going to help you and your whole family for the long term. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, so let's talk about all of these natural solutions for your health. You don't have to use chemicals anymore, guys. We have beautiful, high quality essential oils and skincare, hair care products that we could use on a daily basis. All right, so we'll go through each one, and Sarah and I will share with you some of what we know, and hopefully that will help you. All right, so first of all, we want to talk about essential oils, and of course our essential oils are certified pure therapeutic grade. It's, in my mind, it's a clinical grade, and it works, it really works. So we'll talk about each one of these oils that can be found in all of these doTERRA skincare products. Okay, all right, so Melaleuca.
Melaleuca is really good for numerous things. It's good for your scalp. If you've got dandruff, it's good for pimples. I know a lot of times my husband, he'll get a little spot here or there, and he's like, where's the Melaleuca? And grab it and put it on. So Melaleuca is good for a lot of things, skin irritations.
I like how it's numbing.
Yes.
Yep. So if you have something that's irritating, you just put it on and it kind of numbs it. Yeah. So my kids like it because if they have an owie, Melaleuca goes on and they don't feel it. So that's good. Okay, lavender.
Lavender is very calming to the skin. It's very hydrating and very calming to the skin. So if you have a little bit of irritation or a sunburn, it's great to put on sunburn. You can even mix a little bit with some cool water in the lavender in a spray bottle and just spritz it on. It'll help relieve some sun or skin irritation.
That's awesome. We use that a lot for the sun. Yep. Rose.
Rose is very good for balancing moisture in your skin. So as you age and things, you lose the moisture in your skin starts to lose that ability to retain the moisture. So it's really good just to balance that out. And at the same time, because the oils are balancing, they just don't do one thing. If you are oily, it will also help balance that out. The oils are all about balance, so you're never too much one way or the other.
I love it, and it helps balance what they say online. It's toning for your skin too, so it's your natural toner. Yep. So Neroli.
And Neroli is also very good for the skin. It actually helps rebuild the matrix underneath the skin, which as you age and things, there's little tiny, almost like easy way to explain it, just like little like collagen and things underneath your
like
skin.
sacs.
So they're almost like sacs, so they're together tight, and then as you age, they start to diminish and they spread apart, and then your skin falls down, and that's where you get your wrinkles and things from. So this actually helps rebuild that matrix and keep it tight, which will help keep your skin firm
and keep that plump. Yeah, well, that's awesome. And Neroli smells beautiful. Jasmine.
Jasmine's just good as a perfume by itself too. It's really good for your skin, but it smells amazing.
Yeah, I think just overall, when you're happy, when these oils make you happy, you have all of these happy chemicals that are healing to your body. So I mean, it's just at so many levels, it's great for us.
Immortelle is awesome for many things. It's good. It will help actually if you have scar tissues. Immortelle will help with scars. It helps with fine lines, wrinkles, any type of skin issue. It's got frankincense in it, which is amazing for so many things.
And it's not diluted, so if you have a skin sensitivity, I would dilute it a little bit because it's got the best oils in there: helichrysum, frankincense, rose, lavender. So it's just straight. So just dilute it and then use it on. The reason why we dilute it is so that it stays on the surface of our skin and it stays in and does the work longer. Otherwise, if you do it undiluted, it just goes straight into your bloodstream. But it's not where you want it. You want it to stay on the surface and do the job and fix the matrix and skin tone and things. So yeah, we love Immortelle, and it's golden. It's got a golden lid because it's awesome. It's one of the valuable oils that we have. Yep. So here's a bunch more on the screen that you can see. Some of these oils: sandalwood, melissa and cedarwood, spikenard. All of those are actually really good for our skin. Play around with it, because sometimes for one's concern, one oil might work, and for another oil might work, and then sometimes a combination. So what did you think? Have you done that too?
Yeah, we've kind of played around with a few of them. Sometimes Melaleuca will work,
Yeah.
and then other times, you know, you need Immortelle.
Mhm.
So you just have to kind of play around with them
Mhm.
and see what works best for you.
Yeah. It just depends on, you know, what the problem is, and we don't know sometimes. It may look the same, just maybe irritating. It looks like a rash, but it could be something totally different. And
Could be
yeah.
something going on inside. So,
yeah. So look, we have so many tools, so it's just wonderful to have all of these to turn to. So that is our essential oils, and these essential oils are found in all of our skincare products. So you can look at the ingredients and find out exactly what oils go in which. But we want to introduce to you the skincare range for doTERRA. So they have 3 sets here, and we are going to go through each set with you and help you understand what they are and how to use them and what we think of them. Yeah. Okay. So the first one is HD Clear.
Okay, so
Ta-ding!
there's these bottles.
Yep. Okay, so there's only 3 in this range. So we have the foaming face wash, and then we have the topical blend, which is the oil blend, and then we have the facial lotion, and we'll go through each one. Okay, so the foaming face wash.
The foaming face wash is very light. This line is geared a little bit more towards people that have acne or whatnot. But just be careful when you use this line that sometimes it can be drying. So we're going to talk about some other lines. If you use this line and you find that you're drying out too much, then you might want to add a different moisturizer, something that's a little bit heavy. Everybody's skin, it reacts a little bit different. The face wash is very light, though. It goes on very nice. I like it.
So we have teenagers in our home, and they love it because it foams up and they wash and it's quick. Yeah, and it's a handy kind of size too. Yeah. All right, so that's HD foaming face wash, and now we're talking about the oil blend.
The HD Clear is really good for spot treatment. So this is a little bit more. You can put it all over, but it's really good
rollable, isn't it?
For spot treatment. Yeah, it's got a roller.
It's got a metal rollable there, and you just put it where you need it.
Yep.
You don't have to put it all over. And it may not be just your face. It can be on your back too, right?
Yeah, a lot of teenagers have issues with their chest and their back area with the pimples. So that would be great.
Yeah, so you can use it wherever. And it can be diluted too. Everybody's different. If you have sensitive skin, just a little bit of fractionated coconut oil and just roll it on your hand, mix it up, and then rub it all over. And you have to do it consistently because it helps clean the skin of bacteria and things.
At least twice a day.
At least, yeah. Yep. All right, so here's the lotion.
The lotion is the last one. This one just kind of helps. If you go in and strip too much oil from your skin, it's going to want to automatically produce more oil. So typically teenagers and people that have acne issues, they
have too much oil.
They have too much oil. But if you go stripping it out with a really harsh product, then it's going to want to produce more. So this, you still need to add lotion. Some people are like, well, do I really need lotion on top of it? I'm already greasy. Yes, you do, because this has the oils in it, which will help balance you out. So that way you're not getting too greasy, but yet you're not drying out.
And that's very light, isn't it? So you just need a little bit.
Just a little bit, yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, guys, so you've got some ideas there. Before we go further, we want to talk about face mapping. So Sarah, do you want to tell us about that?
Face mapping, if you haven't heard of it, is actually kind of a way to find out what's going on inside your body, because like we just talked about with the oils and things for teenagers, a lot of times they just assume it's hormones, it's the process you're going through, it's a stage you're going through. But there's actually different types of acne and things going on in your face for a reason. So face mapping is just kind of a way to give you just a little bit of an idea maybe of, let's dig a little deeper, because I don't want you to use the HD Clear and say, well, my acne's not clearing up, what's going on.
Yeah.
So, let's just look a little bit further and see, do you have just the really tiny little pimples? Then that's usually more of a hormonal issue. So let's address that along with it. And then you're really going to see results and you're going to be happy with it.
Yeah. So if you find pimples in certain areas, if you see blemishes on your chin, on the side of your chin, maybe it's a hormone concern. And then there's other things that we can do for hormones. So don't just think, oh, I'm just going to do one thing, HD Clear, and then it'll clear up my whole face and I'll look like this. poster. No, it's going to be different. So this map is found on jadebolden.com/face mapping, and we have other information too, because we want people to understand that the organs need to be taken care of, and once you take care of the organs, you know, your skin will clear, and it'll give you an indication if you've done a good job cleaning out those organs. We know people that have detox and cleanse, and it just, you know, it's a 1 day or 2 day thing, and we need a little bit more time than that, a bit more effort, to change all that. And also underneath all of that organ concern, we've got emotions, and you know, Sarah and I are all about that, you know, just healing from the root, and then, you know, things will heal much faster and change much faster on the surface. So that's really important, and we invite you to be responsible for you know, what's happening on your skin, okay, instead of just finding something passively to fix it.
It'll work better in the long run because you're also healing the inside, so you'll feel better emotionally.
And it's a permanent kind of healing too. Yeah, so people have some of the same problems over and over, year after year, and they've tried all sorts of products because they haven't really changed underneath. Yeah, and it's important, and we want to encourage you to do that. Alrighty. Okay, so that is the HD Clear, and we want to introduce this Essential Skin Care. This is really exciting. We like this one. Yeah.
And it comes in a pretty little,
bag. Yes, Sarah got it all. So look at all of these products. I like it because it's got so many different choices, but I use them all actually. Yeah.
Yes, the facial cleanser is, that in itself just feels amazing. When you put it on, it makes you feel clean, but yet you have that dewy look to your skin, you know, that vibrant look that
healthy
everybody wants.
Glow.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll go through each one. Look at all that. So we'll go through each one very carefully. So the first thing here is the scrub. I think you need to get it from your backpack there.
From my bag.
Yeah. I used it this morning. It's so you can have a choice between using the scrub or the cleanser, like what Sarah said. It's awesome. And sometimes I use both. Do you do that?
I'll kind of rotate, you know, it just depends. Like sometimes after you've been outside working all day, or you're out in the sun, or you've been putting, you know, sunscreen and things on, you just kind of feel like you need a little bit extra. So the scrub is nice for that. But the facial cleanser works good too. So I just kind of use it depending on how I feel. Just be careful you don't use the scrub too often.
Because our skin is all different, so you have to kind of know your skin. My skin, I have a lot of oily skin, so I need to wash it a lot. So I use maybe the facial cleanser to wash the makeup off, and then I do the scrub to kind of get it really clean. And sometimes I do the opposite. So.
It just depends on your skin type. Generally, people with darker hair, they usually have larger pores, and they have more oil to their skin. So it's good for you. For me, that would really aggravate my skin and probably dry me out too much. So you kind of really just have to gauge, you know, what's going on with your skin and pay attention. It's all about figuring out you and what works for you.
So that's awesome, and it has beautiful oils, and it smells amazing when you're washing your face with that. Okay, so the next one we'll want to talk about the facial cleanser. You just need a little pea size. So do you just lather it in your hands first, or just lather it on your face?
I usually get my face wet, and then I put just a little tiny bit in my hand, and then just kind of put it together with a little bit more water, and then wash.
Yeah. It just feels fun. Just so smooth, and it's satin feel, just washing your face.
Yeah, it feels nice. It makes your skin feel good.
I love it. Okay, so the next one is our toner, our pore reducing toner. I have big pores, and this has really helped me. I was so excited when I used it, and the next day I woke up and I was like, whoa, I could see a difference. I didn't know anything could help with that. Yeah.
When you wash your face and things, your skin has a natural pH balance. And sometimes when you wash your face with the water, it'll change the pH balance. So this will help bring your skin back to homeostasis, the pH that it's supposed to be, which is good. So you're kind of just, you've washed and everything. Now you're going to tone, so you're going to kind of set the stage for your skin to accept all these other good products.
Yeah, because sometimes when you wash and you've washed it off with the water, your face gets a little bit tight, right? I had an idea. We talked about this here, to put the toner in one of your empty oil bottles, and then just add a spray top to it, and that way I can just spray my face with a toner. and that's easier than just to dump it out on my hand.
That way you don't get too much
cotton.
too much on there. It's also good to use to set your makeup with. So after you've put your makeup on, you can spritz, or if you need like a midday refresh, you know, a little bit of extra hydrant just to wake up, you know, that's good to just mist.
I didn't think about that. That's a really good idea. So remember that, guys. Okay, so that's our toner. All right, the tightening serum.
Tightening serum is wonderful. I really like it because you put it on and you literally just it just
tightens.
It just feels like you're lifted and you feel refreshed.
Yeah.
Without, you know, feeling like pulled back too much. But
But you were saying some of our friends, they do Botox or chemicals and...
Yeah, a lot of women, you know, nobody wants to look old, nobody wants to have wrinkles, but a lot of women are using Botox and things, but they don't fully understand Botox it's a neurotoxin. And Botox only lasts a few months and then it's gone and you have to have it redone. So where's it going? Well, it's, you know, it's getting into your bloodstream, so it's going all over your body, but it's a neurotoxin, so it's
damaging your
nerves,
brain.
You know, so what else is it hurting inside of you? Just for a couple of months of, hey, I don't have a wrinkle. Well, there's better alternatives out there. You know, you just gotta try it.
Yeah, I think this is a fantastic alternative. It's healthy for you. All these essential oils do more than just to fix your skin. It kind of helps repel, you know, bacteria and other things, and it also helps at the root of your emotions too. So, like, just so many levels of goodness there. So, Mother Nature. Okay.
The brightening gel.
Well, I use the serum in the morning. I don't use that serum at nighttime. Do we use it for both?
It kind of depends. I use it both.
Oh, okay.
I use it morning and night.
Yep.
Because I want it to work good. So I want to get rid of my wrinkles and things. So
because I save the nighttime for the brightening gel.
Now see, I do the whole bag literally in the morning. So like I wash, I tone, then I go in and do my treatment stuff. So I use the serum, the brightening gel, the under eye cream. I do it, but it feels good to me. So, you know, that's why you have to figure out what works for you.
Yeah, because I just want to get in, wash, get out. So, but I want my skin to still look good, so I have to pick and choose. But I didn't know that. I didn't know we can just put it all on.
Oh yeah, you can just
one
put it all
thing
on.
after the next.
So the brightening gel has on the bottom. You know, sometimes you unscrew it and you're like, oh, where do I get that out at? Well, it's on the bottom. So you just put your finger in there a little bit and just very gently push up, and you'll see it come through there where the black is there. It'll come through the product.
I did too much yesterday.
And then, so when you're doing this, you obviously do your face. I've used it on my hands. You know, we live here in Florida. The sun's out all the time. But don't forget your neck.
Oh yeah.
So many women I see, you know, they'll forget their neck. You know, a lot of women.
So we have a pretty face.
Yeah, your neck and your chest. You don't want to have this bright, you know, beautiful, young-looking skin on your face, and then have like chicken neck. So don't forget your neck. Always go in an upward motion, and you know, take care of your chest and everything.
Okay, good. I love it. That gel was exciting for me. I was like, okay, something to help me, because I have some sunspots. And you can't see it, but yeah, I see it.
I have more because I'm lighter skin. But it's another thing. You know, a lot of women are using the hydroquinone cream.
Oh.
And there's so much research studies and things linked to that. It's very, very damaging to your liver. So, you know, here again, you're trading off your looks for your health, and it's just not worth it.
No, not when it shortens your life and stuff. So that's awful. Okay, so brightening gel, that's a great alternative, and it really works. Hydrating cream, isn't that yummy, that smell?
The hydrating cream, yes, it's very good.
And it's so thick.
It's very thick. So I use this at night, and then I use it in the morning on my hands and at night on my hands. Yeah, because you know my hands get dried out.
Too.
Yeah, so I like to put it on my hands, but
because you do a lot of work with your hands.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm washing my hands all day long. Yeah. So I use it on my hands morning and night, but I just use it on my face at night.
So actually, my girls love it too. They do have oily skin in some areas, but at night time they like to put the hydrating cream on, as well as the HD clear products. So It's awesome. My sister actually, she used the hydrating cream throughout her whole pregnancy, and I think a little bit of the Immortelle, and she does not have any stretch marks. That was so clever of her. She didn't do it in other areas, you know, the buttocks and stuff, that where she didn't think would, you know, have stretch marks, but, you know, she's like, whoa, look, I can still have a bikini body. So like, that's amazing. So you guys take note of that, okay? Yep, so not just your face, your hands too, and other parts of your body that you want to take care of. Okay, that's a hydrating cream, and use it at night time. This is what I used during the day.
During the day is the anti-aging moisturizer. So it's just a little bit thinner than the night cream there. And it goes on nice and smooth.
Yeah, like just one pump.
Yeah, just a little bit. You really don't need a lot of these
Even
products.
Half a pump, yeah.
Just a very small amount, just put on, and it just helps make your skin nice and smooth for your makeup.
It's got jasmine. I love it. Frankincense. So it just smells really good just on your face, and you're putting it on and just having a good time because it smells so good. Yeah. And then it protects your skin too. Imagine those petals, the jasmine petals, they're soft, and that's how your face feels. I had a lady, she said to me, after I do my face, like, I feel like it's baby skin. And then I look in the mirror and I'm like, really old lady. So it was really cute, but she said it felt really good.
Yeah, they feel good.
So that's your moisturizer, anti-aging moisturizer. Now, oh, this is fun.
This one is, I love this one. It's fun. This is your under eye cream. So this one here, you can see it. It's got just you just press this down, and then your product comes through. There's a little ball right here, and then just a little bit. So kind of watch as you're pushing it down, because you really don't need much of this at all. And then I just take it and you just roll it right underneath the eyes and all around, and then you just kind of keep rolling it in there, because it you want to go very, very light, because that skin is very thin and delicate around there. But this will help add moisture to it. It'll help get rid of the dark circles, the fine lines, help kind of lift you, make your eyes
We forget
awake.
that the skin under the eyes are different. I just think, oh, just rub it all over.
Yeah, you have to be very careful. It's very thin. There's a lot of capillaries and things underneath there, which can also cause the darker circles.
The dark circles.
So just be very careful with the skin around there. So this is nice because it's already in a roller, so you just roll it and it's being light for you. So
and the ball is really cooling. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the metal ball is nice and cooling to the skin.
It was exciting for me. I'm like, ooh, it's nice and cool.
It's relaxing at night.
Yes, it is. This fun thing. So thank you, doTERRA, for that. All right, so the next thing we want to talk about. So that's our whole system, and this is almost a spa version for the skincare range. Okay, so this is the Reveal facial system. It comes in 2 bottles.
2 bottles. Yep. Okay, so your first one, they make it nice and easy for you. It has a number 1 on it. So the number 1 is going to have like your little, it's got like micro beads in it. So basically what happens is our skin cells turn over and whatnot, but your skin cells, some of them will actually stay on your face.
Even though you scrubbed it off, it kind of dangles.
Yes. Some of them don't always want to go away, and you'll start to look kind of like a little muddy in the face, or just a little dull looking. Yeah. Or you might even have some, patches of dryness that you just can't get rid of. So basically this is kind of like a little mini peel at home.
Yeah. Peel and reveal.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Revite. So just put this a little bit, just a little tiny, dime size in your hand with some water, and then, just kind of for a minute or two, just go all around and keep, don't do it too quick, just make sure, take a little bit of extra time and get that in there. Then the step 2 has the 2 on there. While this is still on your face, don't rinse this off, keep it on. You want to use, this is kind of your activator. So this you put just a little bit on, and then you rub it on top. So what's going to happen is all that, it's almost like a glue type stuff that's holding your skin cells on.
Or the sticky stuff.
This has your orange oil and things in it, which has the enzymes which help kind of eat that up. So it's going to help peel all that off.
Okay. Without
being too harsh or anything. And again, this you probably would want to use, I would say about once every 10 days or so. You kind of have to gauge, on your skin. You might be able to use it more often than
I can use it once a week or twice a week sometimes, depending on what I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah.
So it just kind of depends. You kind of have to watch. You don't want to overdo.
Yeah.
If you tend to be a little bit drier, but yet you still need to get rid of all that skin.
Yeah. And actually my girls use it once a month. It's just like a facial at home.
It actually is very good for people that have blemishes and things,
Yeah.
because it just helps get all of that extra
Yeah.
dirt out.
I love it. Yeah, and it smells citrusy. So you can actually, do it on your hand. You can see how it works, because sometimes I've had people say do that, right?
Yeah, well, actually, it is really good for the hands, because a lot of women, you age on your hands and things because they're always out in the sun. You're always washing them. So it's awesome to use on your hands, just on a regular.
That's good to know, guys. All right, so that is our whole essential skincare range. Lots of choices, but they all work in different ways, and they work together too. So I love it. So that's you can get the basic kit and then add the other extra things to that. All right, so the next thing is our Verage, and a Verage is all natural and is very, very basic. But some people like to have even the preservative, everything is all natural. So this is another range for you. The skincare has a bit of science in it, and to help, they all have science, but they have the latest technology. But with this here, it's mostly just
this is just pure oils and botanicals.
Yeah.
So if you are really firm on that, now I started with this line when it first came out and tried it.
Yep.
For me, it just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
But I tend to have really dry skin. That's just how I am. So when they came out with the other line, it just kicked it up a notch for me. But some women, love this. So, and then other times too, if you're using the other line and maybe say in the summertime, a lot of times in the summertime we don't need as much moisture. So what's nice with these is you can kind of,
mix and match.
You can use that line, but then use this moisturizer if it works for you.
So I started with this too, but I think as I got older, my skin needed more attention, more stuff, and so when I switched to the other one, it did amazing work. But I still like the Immortelle Hydrating Serum once in a while. It's like a mask for my body, my face.
This line also is really good for I would say maybe people in your 20s that maybe don't need quite as much of that yet, or
still have beautiful,
even
fresh
a
skin.
teenager, that's maybe not maybe not as oily or doesn't have the issues of the acne.
So I think my teenagers, they like the bits and pieces, and so they add to their routine too. So let's go through one at a time.
First one is the cleanser. So again, these products, they're super concentrated, and you really truly only need a little tiny bit. So don't waste your products. I know everybody thinks more is better, and that's just not true. So don't waste your products. Just a little tiny bit on your hand with some water, and then
you
wash.
lather and then wash. So it's beautiful. I love the smell of these products. Okay, so that's an easy gel kind of skin a wash. Okay, so
and then this toner, it already comes in a spray bottle, so you're lucky there. And you can just spray it on, or some people do still prefer to use a cotton ball. You can always put it on a cotton ball too, and put that on.
Yeah, I love it. I like the spray, so I don't have to kind of find a cotton ball. Yeah,
it feels good.
Yeah, it's all
refreshing.
Over. But you know what? I have problems aiming. Like, whoa, I missed it. Okay, so the Verage Immortelle. This is the hydrating serum. So it's got the Immortelle oil and some extra goodies in there.
Yeah,
so
this
sort of a diluted version of it.
Helichrysum, myrrh, rose, sandalwood, and then the frankincense is in there. So this is really good. This would be even a nice addition to the other line.
Yeah, I think so. That's why I like using it once in a while here. So sometimes I think when you have certain scars and stuff from, I don't know, acne, from whatever you had, I think this will be good if you do have that on your face, because it's moisturizing and it'll stay on the skin a lot longer than if you just put the oil straight on. Yeah, so I like this. This is really nice. All right, and the last one is the moisturizer. Yep, and it's in a pump, so that's easy.
Yeah, so just a little bit on the fingers, and then just wherever you need it.
Yeah. So this set is pretty basic, but it's designed to kind of have the balance of 21-year-old skin. the moisture, the everything. You know, so.
And each step kind of works on each other. No, you don't have to have every single piece, but they do kind of each do a purpose. So it is good. You will see the best results if you use it as a set.
Yeah, I think that's a great advice. Yeah. Okay, so that's our Verage. Okay, so you have the choices of the HD Clear, the Essential Skincare, or the Verage. And like Sarah and I, we mix and match, and we actually kind of add to it. So like our girls are sort of the same ages too. So the HD Clear, but then they use the hydrating cream, and then they also use the Verage, and then the Reveal. So just this and that, depending on what you need that day. Okay, so they're awesome and all natural, very good for your body. So that's everything that we have, the essential oils and the skincare. I just want to add a few things before we end here today. doTERRA also has a whole range of natural skin care, personal care products, because those personal care products that you find in the grocery store, they have toxins too. And doTERRA wants to make sure that everybody has the more natural products. So we've got beautiful shampoos and conditioners.
Yeah, the shampoo and conditioner are amazing. My my daughter, my oldest, has super curly hair, and she has a ton of hair. So this product, the conditioner, has been like her best friend. She uses it even as leave-in. She'll just put a little bit in and put it in to help when you've got curly hair. It really needs a lot of moisture.
Otherwise, it would be frizzy. And,
so she just uses it as a leave-in. So they're amazing though. They're really good products. I've had people tell me that it helps with hair loss.
Oh yeah.
And they work really good, and they're also, because they're gentle, they're not stripping. Even if you have color treated hair, it protects it. It's still going to protect it.
It's amazing, and it's salon quality, so you only need a little bit. Okay, you don't need to pump and have a big handful of shampoo to wash your hair. You just need a tiny little bit, and it goes a long way. Yeah, I had, all my kids have long hair, and I just had the hardest time finding shampoo that I felt good for my kids, because I know that the toxins can go into their eyes and into their scalp. But this has been amazing. I mean, people with dry scalp and dandruff and stuff, and they come back and they're like, okay, that really worked.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The next thing here.
And the next thing we have is the Rooted Tip Serum, which this is also amazing, and it doesn't get oily. Like my scalp sometimes will get almost oily like if you use too much, but this you can actually put right on the scalp, so it's actually going to help your hair. And then it's great just to take in the mornings and put on the tips and the ends, just to help keep them healthy. And
I have flyaways too, so when it's freshly washed, I have little baby hairs that stick up, so it kind of helps put them all down, smooth them all down. One of my friends, she was losing her hair because she had toxins in her body, and she spent like $2,000 to get all of these treatments, and it didn't work. And another girlfriend said, hey, why don't you try this? And she did it, and she's like, oh my gosh. And when I met her, she's like, look, this is the most hair I've had. I'm like, wow, I'm so happy for you. So the oils actually get absorbed through your hair too. So they've done research and they found that. That's awesome. We also have like scrubs. You go to all these wonderful shops, and then they have all this scented stuff, and they're bad for you.
I always get excited because they smell good, but then I always turn around and read the label, and my kids are like, yeah, we're not getting that our way. I said, no, sorry. No. But then doTERRA came out with this, so...
Yeah, sugar scrub.
It's amazing. It's
my husband likes it.
Just like we had talked about, exfoliating your face, your body still gets that, and a lot of women end up having a lot of women call it slap marks, the little tiny prickly bumps on the back of the arms. This on there that'll help get rid of that, to exfoliate.
And do you think that it's an internal thing too, like a bit of a fungus problem? Your body, your body's how you're it talks to you. It says, hey, something's going on, pay attention to me here. So definitely if you have something going on, treat that, but then also look a little deeper and find out what's going on. I actually have a cousin, she does nails. Yes, I'm Vietnamese. And she loves the scrub on the feet. She does the scrubbing on the feet, and she does this scrub, and then you have that buffer thing. And it was awesome. She told me to get it because she does the foot massage and scrub for my mum.
For pedicures. And a friend of mine, she, speaking of feet, she had toenail fungus.
Oh.
And her manicurist would constantly trying to give her things to fix that, and nothing worked for her. So finally I was like, you know, why don't you just try this? Just soak your feet in the Melaleuca, put some on there around the toes. And she went back to her manicurist like 2 weeks later, and she said, well, what did you use? And she's like, I just used doTERRA's Melaleuca oil on it.
That's amazing. So you never know. Just give it a go. All right. Oh, this is my favorite.
Body butter. That smells so good.
I
so
love
nice and
body
fresh.
butter. It's got Douglas fir. It's one of my favorite oils, Douglas fir.
So this will help. So if you do have those spots, or you know, I've had people tell me I'm getting old lady legs, you know, they're just not looking so hot. Use the scrub on there, and then some lotion on it.
Oh yeah.
You gotta take care of the rest of your body too.
It keeps it shiny all day. I love it. Yeah.
And the body butter's a little thick.
Yeah. I like it after you shave and sticks the moisturizing.
But they do have other lotions if that's too thick for you and that's not your thing. They have a hand and body lotion, which is just
unscented.
It's real easy. You can add your own oils and stuff
whatever
to
you
it.
want.
They do have a hand rose lotion.
That's yummy.
Which is really good. You know, rose oil is very, very hydrating and good.
Yep.
And then there's also a Citrus Bliss. And these are the Citrus Bliss is a nicer, like, purse size.
Yeah,
I think so. It's kind of nice, you know, you can tuck it away, or if you're going on vacation.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, I've got friends that have varicose veins, and I've had them just squeeze that hand and body lotion in a container, and then you put cypress and aroma touch and a few other oils like helichrysum, and then just mix it up, you know, use a spoon or something, and then use it every day. And it's really helpful
to get rid of the veins.
Yeah, so I mean there's a ton more products, but one more, I think we have the mud mask we want to talk about, because this is something, sometimes people use this and they find that it's very aggressive.
It can be, especially like I said, I have a little bit more sensitive skin. Jade can use it fine, and then she had her husband try it, and he was like, I think it's kind of burning. And I always tell people as an esthetician, if tingling is good, burning is bad.
Yes.
So if any of that, you know, kind of gets to the point where you're like, I don't know, don't just think that it's working and continue to keep it on there. Take a cool rag and get it off, and then lay a cool rag on there, and it'll help calm your skin back down. But this is good. It's a mud mask, so it's detoxifying. It's going to help pull out all the impurities and things. I have my girls, if they have a pimple at night, the other night.
I learned this from Sarah.
They both come out, and I said, well, go get the clay mask and put that on there. So they do overnight. They'll just put their little spot treatment on, and they go to sleep, like and then they wake up in the morning and wash their face, and it really helps to pull that up out.
I love it. That's a great tip. Didn't know that. So once in a while when my face feels really extra oily, I just put the mask on, and I had my husband try it with me, and he's like, it's burning. So he had to wash it off, and it was all red because he has really light skin.
He's kind of like I am, very, very light complected and a little more sensitive.
Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, whoa, look at your face.
So, but this might be even good. You can kind of mix and match. Like if you want to do kind of a spa day, say you have the T-zone going on, you know, feel free to use this in your T-zone area, but then your cheeks are a little bit drier. Well, put some of the hydrating serum on there, you know, and then you can do treatment on your hands, and you know.
It's awesome to know, because in my head I'm thinking, if you're going to put it on, you're going to put it on everywhere, but you can choose parts of your
mix
face.
And match, definitely.
Because they're all different, you know, every piece of skin on your face is different. I didn't think about that, so that's really awesome advice. Well, we're going to tell you how to get some. Okay, so this is our doTERRA numbers up here. So my number's on top there, and then Sarah's number's there. And if you have been introduced to to this video by somebody else, you go back to them and talk to them about how to have a doTERRA wholesale membership. So with a doTERRA membership, you can buy these oils for wholesale and all of these products for wholesale, and you can earn points and things, and it's kind of fun to redeem those points for more free products. Because if you're going to have this lifestyle of natural solutions in your life, you want to continue to buy, but you want to buy at the best price. So there's a wonderful deal that they have if you buy just the basics. I think it's $90, it looks like, yeah. And then you can add a few additions to that. And the additions are really reduced. They're like $25. Yeah, so you can add a few to that. So then you can start collecting. So you don't have to pay the full, not even the full price, not the wholesale price. It's below wholesale, so that's really awesome. Okay, so there's your option. Did that make sense? Yep. Okay, so the benefits of a wholesale membership, it's actually $35 to have a wholesale membership, and if you become a member, you're buying everything for 25% off at least, if not more. There's no obligation to buy, just like a Costco membership, you can order online anytime you want, and actually you can earn shipping points whether you buy regularly or not. You can just, anytime you order online, you can earn shipping points back, and you can use those points to redeem. So if you're spending, $10 on shipping, you get 10 points back. So it's worth about $10. You can earn up to 30% of your what you purchase back in points. So like every month we get about 60 to 80 points.
Oh yeah, it's kind of fun then when I let mine accumulate, and then I get to go shopping, and it doesn't cost me anything. So, and I mean I can't tell you enough how the skincare line, it's so reasonable. If you start looking at other lines and things out there, then I found this and I thought, this is amazing for what it costs, the way that it works, and it's good for me. So
So what if we buy all of the essential skincare range? We're looking about maybe $200, right?
I think it's even under that. If you get the reveal, maybe if you get the reveal,
add the reveal to that.
I think you're maybe about
200.
there. But like we said, you only use a tiny amount, so it's going to last you a couple months.
So what, maybe 3 months or so?
At least.
Yeah. So
I've actually the facial cleanser and things probably a little longer.
Yeah, wow.
Some things, my targeted things, I like
She
throw over a little bit. So
I'll
run out sooner.
Yeah. So that's amazing, because I know in the past we've purchased things from my mum. She likes lots of skincare things, and I'm like, one bottle was like $150, $200 already of something, and it didn't really work anyways, and it had toxins. So now we have something all natural, and I love how doTERRA tries to keep the price down without compromising the value. So they'll put the best products in there, and not to overcharge, and that's amazing. So you have promotions too. If you have a doTERRA account, make sure you talk to the person that introduced you to this video, because there might be a promotion going on. Like this month in Australia, they get a free Immortelle for ordering 200 points. So that's awesome. So in Australia, they call it Salubel. And we want to tell you that if you renew, it's about $25, and you get a free oil with that.
Usually they send you a peppermint, which is about the same anyway, so it's almost...
so it's a free renewal. Okay, so I think that says 24, but it was $25 actually. Yep. Okay, so if you want to waive that $35 membership fee, you start with a starter kit. Okay, we call them enrollment kits, and you can pick from any of these, and you can talk to the person that introduced you to this video, and they'll go through each of the kits with you. Otherwise, you can pay your $35 and buy the skincare range. So that's another option. But most of us, we start with essential oils too, because we need it, and you might as well put that $35 towards oils.
And you can always buy a starter kit and then get your kit as well.
Yep, that's right. You can add to that, and there's so many options. So that's our skincare class, and if you want to download the handout and go through this video with us, it's on jadebolden.com/skincare, and that'll hopefully help you understand more about the skin and the products that you can use to have happy, healthy skin.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye. Thank you, Sarah.
Bye-bye.